Give me a D and a G. It's the Dawg Gus Show. It's the Dawg Gus Show.
Whiskey.
Welcome to the Dawg Gus Show.
Now on Feel It Radio. That's the wrong one. Be
Oops.
Kind Radio.
Well done. Well done, jackass.
Is Feel It Radio still a thing?
Feel It Radio is no longer a entity.
What do we got going on today?
We're going to talk with Gina. We're going to talk with Patrick about something that they want to talk to us about.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's going to be...
Right?
Like, let's talk about Saturday.
Works, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Usually we're in charge of the conversation, but it seems like we've already gone off the rails a little bit because I threw off the Feel It Radio.
Yeah, you did.
Is no longer a thing.
That's
But Be Kind Radio is.
It sure is.
Yes. Yes.
For this week.
Yes.
For this week.
So how was Saturday? How did we do one? And then how did you enjoy the show?
How'd you like us so far? According to Gus.
Well, I think that Saturday was lots of fun. I don't think the show would have been the same without the two of you leading it. And, you really were the stars of the show. But clearly.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
It felt
He's like-
good, but
Yeah.
He's like, yes.
Well done,
That is
Gina.
exactly the script that I gave her.
Yeah.
Yes.
well done.
Yes, Gus did reach out to me earlier this morning and gave me an entire script. So if
I
it sounds
knew
like
it.
I'm reading off of something, I am. No, I'm kidding.
ChatGPT sent
No,
it.
I mean, the show on Saturday was fantastic. I loved the whole concept of it from the moment that Gina approached me with it to join as a musician. I love the collaborative aspect of it, all of it. So I think it went really, really well with all the musicians and all the bands. And as a proof of concept, I think it was a huge success. And I think it's going to do even better next time around.
Yep. I agree.
It was a really cool concept. I mean, the fact, and it showed the talent of the artists that you guys are, really, because it's so interesting that you had a certain amount of time to put something together with people you haven't played with before, and then to put something together that was actually really solid is fun too.
Well, and like Nick he's a heavy drummer, and he's like, I've never drummed reggae before.
He did
Yeah.
great.
And
He
it's
was
like that's fun. That's fun part of it too, right?
And a fun
So-
fact with Nick, I learned this as well, throughout this process. Nick is the type of drummer that will sit down and nail all the parts perfectly before performing them live. So this was completely out of his comfort zone, but he absolutely killed it. Absolutely.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
Another fun fact, this was Gina's second performance of all time on a stage as well.
We know.
Yeah. And you were there for
Yeah.
both times. No, you were not
Nope.
there.
No.
Both times.
I was not
No.
there for the first one,
No.
but she told me all about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
No sound. I didn't get a sound check.
Wow. Neither did we.
Yeah, but we got
But you
mics that we
always
could
sound
carry
lovely.
around.
You don't need a sound check.
There you go.
Yeah, we didn't have to sing either, so
She-
that was good.
She must want something because she's been complimenting the crap out of us so far.
Oh, she's gonna be asking. for
I'm
something.
sure there's something coming up.
Yeah, there's something coming up, all right. There's a show coming up.
So let's talk
There
about that.
is
Yeah.
a little
Yeah, please do.
festival that we would love for you to be a part of to some capacity, So gotta butter you up sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that works by just asking.
I like compliments. I really like compliments, and then
Yeah.
you go for the kill after that.
Hold on, I got
Yeah.
one. Nice mullet.
You like my moulet, bro?
Yeah.
I've been working on it.
It's actually a thing.
It's like Joe Dirt.
Yeah, Joe Dirt, baby.
Fuck off.
Goodbye, Patrick.
I mean, your hair looks fantastic, Gus. So
I mean,
we
I
have
have
this
great hair.
festival called Rise Up.
Oh, we're back to that now. Oh,
We're
Yeah,
back
let's
to
do
that.
it.
This is kind of what we're here for, I think.
After the compliments,
Um,
For the most part, yeah.
I thought we were here to talk about Gus's hair, but fine. Let's talk about Rise Up. Tell us all about it.
Please do. Yeah.
All right, so Rise Up started off as just an opportunity to give Ottawa musicians a stage and a platform that some of the musicians wouldn't necessarily get have access to, and for more of a broader genre of music or musicians. So we have there's a big part of it is solos and duos in Ottawa don't have much of a platform for perform at festivals for one, and to give Ottawa the opportunity to visit a festival that has multiple genres at once. And when I was trying to get this idea on the road, or this idea going, after working with Gina, to me it was a no brainer to kind of like to partner up with Gina on this. So I kind of like nudged her a few times. You know, I'm fairly persistent, and so eventually she's like, "All right, let me hear about this festival." And partnering up with Gina was, like I said, no brainer, just because of her approach um, on how she treats musicians. And so her whole concept is, uh, uh, musicians' wellness in the first place, and making sure that they're fairly paid and good compensation. So that was the first kind of approach with that festival. Um, I'll give some room to speak to Gina.
Got lots of time.
Yeah, yeah. So Pat did reach out to me about a festival, and initially he's like, we should do it this summer. I said, ooh, that's like 3 months away. I'm like, I don't think that's very feasible. And I'm like, I wasn't, I'm not in the market to do a festival necessarily. So after approaching me a couple more times, and he's like, you know what, you're right. I don't think in 3 months is gonna work. And I'm like, yeah, it's not. So then we planned for something a bit further out there when we finally did agree to work on it together. And so I guess I'm going to announce what our dates are. So April 30th to May 2nd. So three days and nights of music. And so we're going to be organizing. If you know me, you know I mix genres a little bit, but we're going to be organizing our genres in the different days and different kind of slots between more daytime and evening. And so we're kind of excited about that. I get to work with venues that I've enjoyed working with, so that's also exciting for us.
Did you
Other
decide
thing
on the
that
venues?
Yeah, so we've
go for it, Pat.
yeah, so we've we've got the venues that we've got live on Elgin on Thursday during the days, or during the evening. We've got live on Elgin during the day on the Friday and the evening, and then we got live on Elgin again during the day on the Saturday. So, and then we have Club Saw on the Saturday evening to close out the festival. Yeah, it's been I've had a lot of fun going out to see the musicians who have applied. So whenever we receive all these applications that we put up, or that we've received them, I've made a part of the application process is to see when they're playing their next upcoming gigs, and because so at the same time I get to go support the scene, keep supporting it in a way, and then I also get to go and see and meet these musicians and the artists and the bands that have applied. And we've had quite a few. We've had I think we're at close to 30 now applications. And so,
30?
Or
Wow.
more, but yes,
or more at this point, yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
accidentally set a limit on our drive on how many how much space we could get for applications. For a while, we're like, well, we're not getting any more applications, and then
It's
fix
Patrick's
that.
And
fault.
then boom,
Nice.
a whole bunch
Always,
came on.
I'll take
Yeah.
the blame. That's okay.
It's okay. It normally is your fault.
I'm used to it. Yes, it is.
It's like Dawg.
So yeah, it's true. I take all the
Yeah, I get all the praise and he gets all the
Yeah.
shit.
Someone has to,
It's
it
true.
can't work both ways.
I got these big shoulders.
I would say no, Dawg gets the praise. I mean, he's out more than I am, so he gets all the love. Hey?
Yes, it is true.
Yeah.
I'm out more than you, but there's reasons for that. Now, how did you guys put it out there in the first place for the bands to find it?
And so we made it when we officially made the announcement on Instagram that the festival was up. So the festival itself is called Rise Up Ottawa Music Fest. And we put the application form is directly on our page, and so bands will go on our Instagram page, click on the link, and it'll bring them into a Google form where they fill out all the information. And then as soon as they fill that out, it sends it up to we get all that data and all the application details from there, and then
Okay.
yeah.
What was interesting was when we created the Instagram page, we hadn't even posted anything, and we were starting to get all these followers. I'm like, there's nothing even there. What are they following? So, but so there was a lot of anticipation, and aside from sharing on socials, it was also a lot of word of mouth to the musicians that I've worked alongside with and thought might be interested.
Okay, so how many musicians or bands is it going to be in total over the 3 days?
And so we're still kind of like finalizing that aspect of it. We're trying to get as many as we can, but at the same time, give plenty of time for the bands and the musicians to be able to do a proper and full set. It's easier to get more of the solos and duos to perform, just because there's less of a turnover and less of need of switching gear and stuff. So that makes it easier to get more of them on and to give them equally a 30-minute set. Whereas with bands, there's turnover to switch over, but we're still trying to get a decent, a good amount of bands and a good amount of genres involved. Absolutely.
So I think like our number probably will be between 15 to 20. Again, depending on what night it is, bands and all of that, but that's what the hope is.
Yeah.
And when you put the genres, like, because you're gonna obviously have many different styles, do you kind of concurrently do that, or are you gonna mix it up? Is it gonna be sort of one night's this, one night's this, one day's this? Like, how are you gonna kind of figure that one out?
So I think again, because like I do a little bit of that already, like as long as it flows and it works well nicely, I'm not too concerned about mixing a little bit. And so rather than saying that it's going to be, I don't know, pop night or whatever, it's going to be more so here are the artists playing this evening, and so whoever is interested in seeing those bands or artists can go to that evening. Again, something that has worked with me as a promoter is kind of combining certain bands that are not typically on the same bill together, even if they're the same genre, or there's slight differences in their genre. It seems to work well because we get more outreach to new fans that would, often will say, I would have never gone to see this band, and now I'm glad that I have had the opportunity because of those combinations. So it's an art. It's tricky. You can't mix too much where it's like, why are these bands playing together or musicians playing together? And then if you mix just the right amount, it's interesting and gives the fans something a little bit more to look forward to.
Yeah, mixing audiences, I think, is beneficial to everybody involved, and so I think that's a big approach on that one. And like just going back to like going to see some of these bands or musicians that have applied, it's like I never necessarily would have gone to not never would have gone to see them, but going to see them and then realizing just how like blown away I am seeing them. It's like it's there's so much talent in Ottawa. It's absolutely crazy. And I feel a lot of the talent in Ottawa doesn't necessarily get the opportunity to kind of like build or play a festival. And this year is like a proof of concept kind of festival, and I've got big plans for this festival. And big plans we've got big plans for this festival.
I was gonna say, what big plans? You're like, I've got big plans. Like, whoa, something
I just needed you for this year, Gina. It's
I'm cut out next year.
That's it.
Never. I couldn't do that.
It wouldn't be best for you either. So
yeah,
no, I'm not.
I think as a team, it would work. It's better
Absolutely.
this way. Trust me. Yeah. No,
Plus,
I know
we
you're
had
joking.
a photo shoot done, so where's that? That money's going to be wasted otherwise.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
And
So
I don't wear the pink dress the same. It's just not the same.
Well, you could probably pull it off, but you're right. It's probably not the same.
Because that was on his bed earlier.
Pulling it off and pulling it off gracefully, two different things.
Yes, exactly. Now, are you with the applications? Is it only Ottawa-based bands, or are you kind of letting people filter in from outside the city?
So the goal is very promoting the Ottawa musicians and Ottawa bands. And then we're reaching out to different out of town bands potentially for headlining the slot. So we're reaching out, and this is another really fun thing that I'm enjoying to do. It's a little painful at times, but dealing with agencies and agents and labels and having the discussions to try and bring in some bigger out of town bands. But they don't take the small guys seriously, and it's interesting.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be something interesting.
Gina?
In the applications, so we have received some bordering Ottawa as well, so not quite Ottawa. So we have received some out of town. We would consider them, but again, priority is for the Ottawa scene. But we're not opposed to bringing in bands that are, kind
Adjacent.
of bordering us. Yeah.
Ottawa adjacent.
Ottawa adjacent, yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
I think you touched on a good point of how much talent is in Ottawa. Like, have you noticed just over the last couple of years? I mean, even since we started in 4 years ago ish, we've found that the Ottawa scene has grown so much and in such a good way, and it seems like everybody still gets along, which is nice. But do you find that pool is a lot bigger, and that timing for this would be better because of the fact that you do have a bit more to choose from?
I'll give that to Gina just because she works more. She sees more of the people wanting to play shows with her as a promoter, whereas I'm the person being persistent to get on one of her shows.
Yeah, and persistent he is. So I will say that yes, there's a lot more to choose from. That said, it's more so who would like the opportunity for me than as opposed to like me choose. Like I guess they're all applying. We're going to have to make some choices at the end of the day, and that's going to be some difficult choices. But I'm excited about the talent that is out there right now and the different sounds that are out there. It's pretty exciting what people are creating, and just going to, and I've gone to numerous shows and just blown away. It's incredible. So yes, it's going to be pretty exciting to put this all together with the talent we do have in Ottawa for sure.
I was gonna ask you about the whole how you gonna whittle it down to 20-ish bands when you've got
coin flipping.
Yeah, they're out.
Yeah,
it's going to be difficult. I think what it's mostly going to be based on is not so much the talent of each musician, but how would the sound be, right? So for that day or evening, and what makes the most sense. I don't want to have 3 bands that sound almost identical, for example, right? So you're going to want to have a bit more interest and variety in there, and that's how maybe that some of them will be chosen. But it's going to be very, very difficult to choose, and even ones that we don't get to choose for the festival. The hope is that I can book I can book as a Chiron through other shows throughout the year and still provide that opportunity to.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
And so, that's it's good. It's not an easy decision. I mean, the applications are open until January 15th. And so we're continuously receiving applications. And then decisions will be made between January 15th and February 15th. And so, it'll be
yeah, okay, sorry to cut you off there.
No, I was just going to say it's going to be tough to whittle it down.
Yeah, I suspect so. But what about cross promotion? Like, I think that you'll need to have people that are committed to believing in the festival, but also, being a part of it in a big way, because, you want to have as many great people there that are all on board and all in. Like, would you agree that that's important as well?
Absolutely. It's giving an opportunity to everybody at the same time. And I haven't seen many bands that don't promote their shows, and so it's going to be it's going to work both ways, and I think it's going to be a fantastic. I think it's going to be a great show, a great festival.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, if we're involved, you know it will be. So.
Oh yeah, because our involvement
To
is the
some
key
degree.
part.
To some
Yeah.
degree. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, you told me to be more positive, and
You are. That's very nice.
Yeah.
You're positive about it. I appreciate that.
I know it'll be awesome because the two people that are putting it together are pretty cool people,
Yeah, they're passionate too, which is
which is
important.
very important.
That's the key. Otherwise, it's just like you're just going through the motions, and that's not fun either, right?
No,
No,
absolutely.
no, it is not.
Oh, thanks, though. Yeah,
It is not.
this fucking guy. Good
No,
thing I
it's,
like you.
I've been even since starting with the band the last few years, I've been wanting to and enjoying getting more and more involved in the scene. Just going to more shows, just going to check out the open mics, meeting new musicians, just networking, meeting the bands, meeting the promoters, whether it's in town, out of town. And then within Ottawa, it's such Ottawa seems like a big city, but it's very small at the same time. It's the scene itself. There's a lot of bands, a lot of musicians, but everybody kind of supports themselves at the same time, or not themselves, but to support each other.
They should support themselves too. But
yeah, I mean, of course, but
you weren't wrong, Patrick.
yeah. And so just getting involved in the scene at a different level is something that I've been wanting to do, and then the light bulb went off, and
there you are.
Yeah.
And then Gina turned it back on, and then she said, "This is what we're doing."
No, she's like, not enough time. No. And then I was like, no, let's do it. And then
Yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
It's a fun
Very
story.
cool.
I don't know. Do you want to
I
tell
don't think
them
we
how
should say this on. I don't think we should say this in the interview. More of
Before
like a
I even
behind
say
the
it, she knew
scenes
exactly
story
where I was going with this.
of the
Come
name
on.
of how we chose
Yeah.
the name. Let's not.
Come on.
Let's not share that.
Come on.
So all right,
There-
I'll
Come
say it.
on.
It's fine.
It's a
So,
podcast.
So we were looking for a name, and we came up. We had I was pitching all these names, and I wanted to make the announcement of the festival, and we're like, we need a name. And then Gina was having a really bad day, and she's like, how about
Week or
Rise
two.
Up from this bullshit? And I'm like, what about Rise Up? just keep the bullshit aside,
Yeah. Family
And
friendly.
so, and so that's how the name came to be. Yeah.
Nice. Rise up.
I was going to break into the parachute club, but I won't.
What was that?
Going to rise up the parachute club. Never mind.
We got it.
He's a piece of work. All right, listen.
Every
I'm
now
a
and
piece
then.
of work.
I'm gonna ask something different because
Go for it.
You're just robbed a bank, okay? And you're leaving the bank and you get in a car. What song's playing?
Right
How'd
now,
you get
I've got
away?
the Demon Hunter song stuck in my head.
No, but you're robbed the bank. It's got to be like you're driving away. You know what I mean?
That's the song that's playing.
Demon.
You asked him.
Yeah, but he didn't really get into the name of the song.
Honestly, I don't even know this. Okay. Let's try again.
So
I don't
for
know.
me, I have something cooler than whatever he just said. Sabotage by the
Ouch.
Beastie Boys.
I've used that one.
Sabotage, nice. Yeah.
No. Killing in the Name of.
You're
There
just,
we go.
you're just trying
No,
now.
no,
You're
no,
trying
no,
too
no.
hard. That's not what came to mind at first. You can't pretend to
Well,
be
I
cool.
don't know the
afterwards.
actual name of the song. You kids love it. What's the name of the song?
You
know
kids
this.
I
love
know
it.
my kids love it. I hear it way too often. That's why it's
Exactly.
done. We're done here.
So what's the name of it? What's the
I
name
don't
of it?
even know. I just hear it all the time.
So you're giving Patrick grief for not knowing the name, but you don't know it either. Interesting.
No,
She
but I
hears
hear
it
it
all
all
the
the
time.
time. I think it's going up, up.
So how does it go?
No, I'm not singing anymore. Stop.
That was good. What do you think, Dog? You got
I
something-
know,
You got
you-
something new, bud?
No, you give me yours first.
I'm gonna say My Generation by Limp Bizkit, just because I was feeling that earlier.
Okay.
We don't give a fuck, and we don't. You know what I mean?
Yes. You made me listen to it. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New metal's good, man.
I don't know. I'm gonna
What do you
go.
mean you don't know?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a song,
I
man. I
don't-
got like.
I thought
Sheepdogs.
you meant about new metal being good.
Oh,
He doesn't. Know.
Careful,
He doesn't know.
Patrick.
He doesn't
Careful.
know either.
careful.
You the sheepdog song. It's a sheepdog song.
Yeah, the sheepdog song. No, don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, but you said I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Did you pick one, or are we moving on?
we're moving on because I don't feel like picking.
All
one.
right. Well,
I'm
I
just
love
going
you
to
guys. You
sabotage
guys are
this whole
great.
podcast.
I love you guys.
if it was perfect, what is the ideal outcome of the festival?
For me, is sell out, get as many people out, and get as much promotion on it, so that because we're also looking for sponsors, and so if we can kick this off properly this year and get some good footing underneath us on the ground and hit the ground running, it'll be a lot easier for next year to get the sponsors and make this festival even bigger. Next year, I'd love to do it outdoors.
That'd be
And
cool.
so,
yeah.
Outdoors is a little risky, though.
I mean, so are you, but we're here we are.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Love you, dog.
I'm an acquired taste, Patrick.
Pessimistic.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just because I'm thinking back. I don't mean in a bad way. It's great to have an outdoor festival, but I'm just thinking back to one I just went to a couple of years ago, and it rained the whole time, and the bands were amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there in the cold, and I'm just like, you know what? I just want to go home.
No, I get it. It's outdoor festivals are really tough. And I think
risk
that
versus
time
reward,
of the year
right?
is very important on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a big reason we went with this time for end of April, early May is because there's nothing happening at this point yet. There's no other festivals happening. There's no, you don't have Blues Fest. People are not, burnt out from going to festivals yet. And it's like, and so trying to time it properly is crucial and key, I think. And so that was a big reason why we decided to do it in April, May. But
People
yeah,
will be
excited
to go out too. Like they'll be
Pardon?
excited to go. They'll be excited to go out.
Exactly.
And
The sad is you got to get over the sad somehow, and so the winter blues. But so if all goes perfect this year, that would be the goal for it to help out with to get the footing and to hit the ground running for next year.
Yeah, I think that's a good timing for sure.
For me, anyways.
Gina?
Yeah, for me, I think the biggest thing that I want, because obviously, we're not competing with like bigger festivals. We're nowhere near there. But this scale of a festival, after receiving feedback from a lot of our local musicians that have participated in festivals over the years, fair compensation comes up very often. So, if we're bringing it in, it's coming back out to the artists.
Yeah.
And if you know how I operate, I pretty much operate as a nonprofit, so I really don't take much back. And so I want the artist to have an opportunity to actually, if they're going to participate and they're going to put the work in for promoting and be a part of that community, that they get, that reward back right to them, as opposed to me taking it and Pat taking it and making those profits. So sharing kind of that is very important to me. And so I want it to be successful. So then again, that can promote that culture. That collaboration is really big for me. So I'm hoping again with this festival to promote that collaborative culture through the bands. Bands that I've worked with do it really well. And so if the space and kind of the expectations are that, I've seen musicians really come together. And so that's beautiful. And then, with that, getting that feedback from the artists as we go through this festival experience into the next one, hopefully, if all goes well, is to continue to make it better. Again, not just as the festival as an entity of its own, but again, for the artists that are going to be partaking in it and how they're going to benefit from it, and not just financially, but and so on, of how they're all going to support each other in the scene. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, and I think is exciting. So yeah.
Very cool.
Okay.
A much better answer than mine. I'll yeah. What she said. No.
She works in promotions. You're a drummer. It explains a lot.
I'm just lucky I get a mic, and sometimes I should not be getting one. I'll give you that.
That's what I told him on Saturday night. He goes, "I got my own mic." I'm like, "Yeah." Anyway,
and it was wild. I could see he held back because I remember sitting with you guys. He had his mic. He's like, I could turn this on right now, but
yes, right when Gina was. Well, he's like, "Should I turn on when Gina's singing?" I'm like, "No, you should."
No, I never said that.
I know. I'm just causing shit.
You should disturbing.
How much thought went into the venues that you chose for this one?
For me, because I have a really strong working relationship with John at Live on Elgin, it made a lot of sense. I felt comfortable. I felt like we could work on things together. So, and we work really well together, and that's why. So for me, it's a comfort thing and and a good working relationship. And same thing with Saw. It's always been, it's one of, it's a very good venue and it's accessible as well. So I enjoyed that. Again, because of it being a bit of a smaller festival, at least this first year, I didn't want to go too big either. Because there's other great venues that are larger as well. There's other great venues that are smaller as well. I just don't have as much experience. And so if we are to look at it for next year, as this coming year for Chiron Promotions at least, I'm looking at exploring additional venues that I've attended and see how that working relationship will be. I haven't tested a lot out, but for me it's very important not just to book a venue. It's the relationship and kind of that collaboration is extremely important to me as a promoter and like the work that I'm doing. Again, so continuing to build those relationships and contacts and opportunities as we go on. But for me, more so, it has been the comfort level of working with them in the past.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
For me,
being comfortable for sure.
Absolutely. For me, a big part of it, along with everything that Gina said, is was making it accessible. And so I knew that we were going to go with two different venues, most likely, and making sure that those venues were centrally located and accessible. So having them, Live on Elgin being on Elgin and Club Saw being on Nicholas or right there. And they're both very accessible by almost any means. And so,
okay. Just to be clear, though, like Live on Elgin's not accessible.
Accessibility.
I mean, getting to the venue.
Just to be clear.
To the venue. Yes. I mean, getting to the venue being accessible or access to the venue is not hard to get to. You don't have to drive across town. And making sure. Live. I mean, that's exactly. I'm in Orleans, so.
No, you're making a good point.
It makes sense. It does make sense to keep it.
And then also the size of the venue was important as well, because we didn't want to overcommit and so.
Well, you can always grow if necessary.
Well, that's
right?
it. That's what Gina said, right?
Yeah, Gina did mention that. Way to go for listening there, Patrick. The one thing I will mention, so what was like that spark moment when you knew the festival was going to happen?
For me, it was when Gina was on board, because I knew for a fact I wouldn't be able to do this on my own. So that's why I reached out to her, and I loved her approach on how she manages her Chiron. And so it was to me, once she was on board, I was like, okay, this is going to happen. It's going to be, and I have every faith it's going to be a success.
Nice.
For me, I don't know if I had a spark moment. I had, okay, we're booking 3 consecutive days. Let me just get with the venues here for a second. So I don't know if there was a spark per se, or just like, all right, I have another item to do on my to-do list. But I'm really excited about it.
See, there's the question there. So how do you, Gina, because I know you have a full-time job, and then you have Chiron, and Patrick, you have a job, and then you have, your band and stuff. Are you having trouble balancing this whole thing? Because it can get to be overwhelming at times.
So I don't have trouble balancing it because I finished my doctorate now, so I have all this extra time.
That's right,
I have
Dr.
to fill it
Gina.
with something.
Dr. Gina.
Dr.
Dr.
Gina.
Gina.
You're gonna have to start calling me Dr. Gina from now on. Please don't.
We're gonna get you a pin.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to wear it.
The
Yeah.
doctor.
And it's gonna be like a big one. It's gonna.
Mhm.
The doctor's in.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Patrick?
Sorry, what was it? I got distracted by Dr. Gina.
How are you
being a doctor
balancing
now.
everything, Pat?
Balancing. I mean, you know, I think you know, just digging my heels down and doing it. Is there a real balance? No, you just get it done. No, I think separating the responsibilities and kind of divvying up certain responsibilities and between the bands. So I approach it the same way as I would approach my job, the band, a business. Kind of like making a list of responsibilities and who's going to look after what, and then kind of like and following through and following up on the responsibilities and on the jobs and making sure that we're on top of it and not falling behind. And so I think approaching it in a way of I work as a project manager, and so a lot of you know, scheduling and planning things is kind of ingrained in me.
Yeah.
And so approaching it in a way of tasks.
Task oriented, baby.
That's good. That's a good way to do it. Well, like what's the expected energy going to be like? Like, who are you going to attract to this? Like, what type of person is going to come to these shows?
I mean, everyone.
I mean, that's the goal with the goal with bringing in different genres and a mixture of different audiences is to attract and give the opportunity to bring as many different mixture of different people who are interested in different types of music to come into a space to experience a variety of different musicians and artists and sounds and bands and so I think the energy is gonna be pretty high. It's gonna be pretty hype, you know. It's gonna be fire. To be clear, it's not gonna be a fire festival because you know we know how that went, but yes, I've made Gina cringe. I've made her
Gina's
cringe.
like having second thoughts now. It's like, oh my god, what have I done?
My job here is done. I've made her cringed. I'm okay.
Yeah. So you see why we don't give him a microphone very often?
Yes, understood.
Yeah.
I mean, he answered the question nicely, except for the end. That was necessary, but it's okay.
That was unnecessary.
He kind of rambled on for a bit. He does that a lot.
No, that's good.
So when I was your age,
you've never been my age, not yet,
nor mine, really.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you're the youngest one on this call, so
I feel really old though. My body aches. My arthritis. I know. It's moving on.
Yeah, that's enough, Patrick.
So
that's enough.
I know you can't talk about the bands and stuff, but was it somebody familiar that was your first applicant? Who was the first?
Oh yes, I've had tons of. There've been tons of familiar people, as well as some of our close friends that you know I've worked with numerous times. Didn't even mention that they're gonna apply, and then you see them apply. I'm like, oh look, they apply. So that was fun. But yes, I've seen many names I've worked with before apply, and many names that I've been in discussions in working with. So
cool. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Same here. A lot of the bands that I've applied, I've either played with or I've gone to see or I knew of. But at the same time, like I said earlier, a lot of them I had heard of. I hadn't had the opportunity to go see them, and then going to see them, just blown away. Like some of these acts and these musicians and bands are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir with that, because we know we've been talking about it for 4 years now, right? Like all the people that we've spoken to, including you guys.
Some.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
be nice,
I am.
because I got your replacement sitting right there.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I want
Me?
to talk about.
That's
when
right.
Are you ready to take over? Because I'm done.
I can take over tonight.
Okay, well, you got to find a venue because this one's taken.
Yeah, I have to come in and steal the equipment, but we're working on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we are robbing a bank, aren't we?
Yeah, so
To
why don't we just rob
sabotage.
why don't we just rob
Going
a
up,
real
up,
estate
up.
agent's house?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Could be funny to see.
No, I can't replace you. You would have to die, and then I'm not planning.
And then we'd all
anything.
be sad for a little bit, and then I'd replace you.
But the show must go on.
Like a week.
Yes.
Probably.
It has to. But
wow,
it's
a
D&G
week.
either way.
That's right.
Yep.
It's true.
And I can say it's Dr. Gina.
Yes.
Dog and
Doctor.
the doc. Oh, I like it.
Nice. You can start your own. I own the Dawg Gus rights, so I didn't tell you about it. But
Oh, shoot.
those rights.
Damn it.
The
Okay, we could-
yeah, I think Patrick.
Yeah, well, because we did get that notice, so like it's just you now, Gina.
Yeah,
It's
Patrick's.
okay. It's probably
falling off.
best he's spoken enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Very true. Very true.
If so, someone's coming to that event, and
Mhm.
what's your pro tip for making the most of it when they go?
What's my pro tip for making the most of like a festival
Yeah,
or our festival specifically?
yours. Oh,
I would say like if you get like a festival like pass for like all the days, even if you can't be there for every single act, come sample a little bit. Like you finish work, pop in for a bit until you're tired and exhausted and you go home on a Thursday night. Just to still experience something that maybe you haven't experienced before. But also, if you can do all the days, do all the days, and that's really cool as well. I know I get tired sometimes at festivals when there are multiple days, but to make the most of it, I would say at least come to something each day, and maybe pick something that you wouldn't normally go to, because I think people would be surprised at experiencing some of the artists that wouldn't be their go-tos.
Yeah.
nice.
So now that Patrick's gone, what was your first reaction when he came up to you with this idea? Like, did you think,
Why does he have to be gone for that question?
because it makes it seems more like
True. Yeah, you
know,
do set the table
Behind
nicely
the
there.
scenes,
Thank you
you'll
very
never
much.
find out until he watches this.
Exactly.
So initially, when he said it like, "We'll do it in a few months," I kind of laughed. I'm like, I don't think you realize how much work this is, and how far in advance just venue alone that you have to book, and and to organize everything and to have there's so much that can go wrong with a festival, that and it still will. You can plan it perfectly, and there's still things that are going to go wrong. But so initially when he said that timeline, I'm like, there's no way. Oh, he's back, so he's hearing my answer.
I'm
now.
a professional person. I totally made sure that my phone was fully charged before joining,
He did
and
not.
that my charger was plugged into the wall.
This is why I have to be the face of this thing. So
I mean,
but but I was excited about the opportunity of working on it with using like my Chiron values and applying it to a festival. So the fact that Pat really enjoyed that meant a lot to me, because not everyone has the same objectives as I have, and fair enough. Like this is like I operate as a nonprofit. This is like my passion, my hobby. Whereas it's a business for a lot of people, and that's okay. That's just, it's a business, and so things operate differently. And so for me, it's important that I stick to what my purpose is as a promoter.
Perfect. Patrick, I asked Gina what her first reaction was when you came to her the first time with the idea for the festival, and that's what she was just explaining.
Yeah,
to
we
us.
don't need a reaction from you, actually, Patrick. Thank you.
Moving on.
Here's your thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Thank you.
There,
Oh,
beautiful.
well done.
Wow.
So one artist you wish you could see alive or dead.
It's funny because I've asked this question to Gina recently, and if you had answered, you'd have your answer right now.
I can't answer it.
Can you answer?
You have to.
For me, it's the Beatles.
There you go.
That's a good one.
That's always a good choice.
Okay, so if you asked 11-year-old Gina, it would have been seeing Nirvana with like Kurt Cobain.
Well, why can't we ask Gina now? Why wouldn't it be the
Gina
same?
now is just I don't have a favorite anymore, so it would be so hard to choose. But 11-year-old Gina loved Nirvana, so
that's a good answer. I mean, it's probably still the same answer. You'd still be okay with seeing Nirvana with Kurt Cobain.
I would totally still see them, but like to pick one I find is hard.
Yeah, fair
enough. If your festival had a theme song, what would it be?
Not going up. Please stop singing that.
Oh
my goodness.
I don't know of an actual song, but if it were to have a theme song, I would totally want it to be like one of those like 60s like sitcoms, like Three's Company kind of like cheesy intros.
And Gina's like, oh my God.
Or like a cheesy Full House intro where it's like as they introduce the bands, everyone's like yeah.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Anyways,
exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
He does.
So for me, on my perspective, it would definitely be like some sort of angry girl music vibe into it of like, take that, But that's just me. We have different vibes.
Totally.
No, really?
We've noticed.
Hard to tell.
What's the best unexpected moment that you've each had at a festival?
At a festival?
Yes.
Whew, so mine was the best. I don't know if it was best. It was unexpected.
That was the question.
I laughed
but
about
super.
it after. Yep. But it was when Van's Warped Tour still was in like Barrie. So I was quite young. So it was the last year they played. They had a Warped Tour there. And my cousin walked up to a band and said, "My cousin's your favorite
I've
band."
heard this story.
And I had no clue who this band was, but I'm also a people pleaser. So I pretended I knew who they were because I didn't want to upset them because like they got really excited. So I ended up chatting with this metal band that I'd never heard of before and took pictures with them. And they gave me these big hugs and were so excited. And they're like, "What's your favorite song?" I'm like, you know what? It's so hard to choose because they're all so good. And nice. So I don't even know what their name was. I can't even share, but it was unexpected. All right.
I mean, that's a good one. Me, unexpected. I don't know if I've had any real unexpected things happen to me because I put myself in situations that like most normal people wouldn't, and I'm like, I should have seen this coming, but I don't. It's yeah.
So then you should have all tons of unexpected things happening.
No, because I just expected all that weird stuff to happen to me now.
So maybe just don't share, because this seems like it's gonna go south.
No, nothing like that. We're good. One thing I really enjoy about festivals though is the is how just like the genuine love of music at festival for everybody. It's just like you'll get people who will never go see country music normally, but they'll go to a festival and they'll see country music and they'll absolutely be vibing the entire time. Like I remember going to like Ottawa Blues Fest, and like I'm not a big EDM guy, but like I was there. I went to check out the EDM stage, and like just the whole vibe there was completely different from anywhere else, and I just had a blast at the EDM stage. Like that's the one thing I love about festivals. Yeah, so I'll keep my unexpected activities or things to myself.
Okay.
And there's Gina sighing. Whew.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
So,
okay.
thank God.
Yeah. So here we go. So you guys are putting on a festival. We discussed that. 3 days. Pick your headliners. If you had unlimited funds and you could bring anybody to the city, like you were talking about, who are you bringing for the 3 days?
Okay,
This
I
metal
want to
band.
bring.
Sorry, just had
Okay,
to.
here we go,
Okay,
Gina.
I've been wanting to bring for the longest time, okay, and I can't find them. So if you have any contacts that can help me out, I would love to bring Monster Truck from Hamilton.
Okay, that's one.
Hands down.
One. You need two more.
USS from Toronto.
Okay.
And then the third would have to be a Ottawa. If
It
I
doesn't
had
have
to
to
pick.
be. It could be whoever you want.
Oh, well, who else are we bringing?
You said Monster Truck, USS, and who else? This is for you. And then
It's for me. I think Black Pistol Fire too.
oh, great choice.
Yeah. We actually saw them when they came to the Bronson recently.
You don't have
That
to
was
share
such
every
a
little
good
story,
show.
Pat.
Sorry.
I saw him at the Algonquin, the Commons in Algonquin. The two, oh my God. It was like the roadie had to keep coming up and pushing his kit back as he was hitting it so hard. It was pushing forward on the stage.
Oh my
God. It was seriously, he looked like an animal. He came out in a pair of shorts and that was it. The long hair. And
Well,
he's just,
it was the jean cutoff shorts.
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So good.
It's still a
All right.
thing.
Patrick,
No,
you're
it's
top.
not.
You're three.
Well, before I get into that, I think I should take a page out of his book and wear some jorts at my next show.
Please don't. And move on.
And move on. Fine.
Do what you want, buddy. Don't listen to them.
Don't listen to me. Yeah, listen to this fashion icon, okay? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
Go
I'm
ahead,
wearing
Patrick.
my jorts right now, so I gotta. Anyways. For me, my favorite bands to bring at a festival, if I were to be able to get them there, Bad Religion. That'd be a top one for me.
They're already
Bad
coming
Religion.
to Ottawa, dude.
Pardon?
They're already coming to Ottawa.
Yeah, but not come to my festival.
Okay, fine. They are.
This is about us.
I believe you.
Sorry, and your other two, mister?
Dropkick Murphys.
Wow.
And Streetlight Manifesto.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Shall
So
we
we're running
ask?
2 different festivals, clearly.
Yeah, well, no, because now you guys have to sit
we're
there.
running one with a lot of genres.
Yeah, but now you have to decide who's going to get what they want.
It will be Gina.
Nah, rock, paper, scissors.
And it'll still be Gina.
I mean, she
I like how
lost
she's
last time we
spoken.
did that. So.
Once you start speaking in the third person, that's when you know you're getting what you want.
Yeah.
All right. She said, "Gina, it will be Gina."
It shall be Gina.
Yeah. 80s or 90s, kids. What is it? Decade of music.
90s for me.
90s for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so your festival's off limits to me. I'm not going.
Such a baby.
I'm
Why?
such a baby.
You weren't invited
Because-
yet, dog, so it's okay.
I can just buy a ticket, dude. It's not by invitation. Yeah, apparently you don't know how festivals work.
We should probably ask that. Did you know that they have to sell tickets?
Yeah,
At the-
did you know that?
What?
So,
So end of April, early May.
April 30th to May 2nd.
That's right. And very exciting stuff. And we'll be cross promoting, obviously, for you. But if I could say this, I think that it would be wonderful for you, Dr. Gina and Dawg, to do a podcast without me. That would be wonderful.
Great.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Okay, book it in, put it in the schedule.
I'm out.
That's it. Write it down.
Yeah.
What's
Okay,
going to
now
be
I
the
have one-
topics?
I have one. It doesn't matter.
It'll
Patrick,
be about,
okay?
it'll be about Dr. Gina and Dawg, and then they won't have anybody to kind of mediate in between. That's what my job is here, or else it's just going off the rails.
Right. I have a suggestion for a sponsor. Zach's Diner. They're right downstairs from the
That's a
from
fantastic
Live
yeah.
on Elgin.
That's a
I'm
good.
throwing
That's
it
a
out
good
there
one.
for you.
I'll
I'm throwing
definitely.
it out there for you.
I'll reach out. That's a good idea.
And think of
The
all
owner's
the
name
food
is
we've
John.
eaten there.
Borston.
Right.
The owner's name is John Borston.
Okay. I'll reach out.
Dawg,
Thanks for that one,
set
Dan.
it up.
I know, well, because I used to work for him.
Set it up.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in 25 years.
Well, they haven't seen him ever. So
Yeah,
you
so
gotta-
yeah, because I used to work at the Zax in the market back in the day.
Who did you see there?
I saw Robert Plant.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So-
He came in. It's a good story. He came in with 2 security guards. And, no, one security guard had 2 other guys that looked like they were just tall, skinny, scrawny guys. And he had a big Rastafarian hat on and these huge sunglasses. And Carla, the server's like, came over and she goes, I think I'm serving Robert Plant's band. So I walked over to get a better view. And I was looking at the guy. I'm like, I think you're serving Robert Plant. And so everybody goes nuts. Everybody's calling the Blue Cactus. People are running over, looking in the windows and stuff. He takes the hat off. The hair comes down. The glasses come off. It's Robert Plant.
That's wild.
And then he's like, he says, I guess my disguise didn't work. And I said, well, if you hadn't had the big hat and the big glasses, I would have never looked at you twice. I would have been, you had just a ball cap on and stuff. But he was very nice. He just had ice cream. He had the show that night.
Look whose battery's dying now.
Gina's.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got her in freeze face.
that's okay.
That's okay.
She's gonna love that one.
Yeah, we're going to use that for the poster.
For the thumbnail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're ending it anyway.
No,
so
that's a wicked story.
Yeah. Well, there's a few. Like I was managing one day around Canada Day, and I saw Cuddy and Keeler from Blue Rodeo.
Oh,
And they were sitting at a table by themselves. There's just the 2 of them. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, I'll be cool. So I said, gentlemen, your meals are on me. Like, I'm going to buy your breakfast. And then Cuddy looks over at the other table and goes, boys, we just got our meals paid for. And there was 10 more guys at a booth on the other side. I'm like, holy shit. But needless to say, I got in a little bit of trouble for that.
yeah, no doubt.
And then my bosses are like, did you get their autographs? I'm like, no,
You did nothing.
I did nothing. I paid for their meals.
Yeah.
For guys who could probably afford it. And I paid for them.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a hub. Like Zax was a hub, man. Like one of the guys from the Bare Naked Ladies used to come in all the time. You used to see Alexa Yashin walk by.
Tie it all together, buddy.
And I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry, one more.
See,
Two more.
I've stopped assuming that I recognize people or know who they are, because too many times have I thought somebody was someone and it's not them at all. And then they just look at me like I'm as stupid as I look, assuming they're
Crazy.
someone else.
Yeah.
And so
Hi, Gina.
Hey.
Welcome back.
We're tired.
So
We're tying
last
this
month,
baby
speaking
up.
of that, last month, my last show at Live on Elgin, I was getting my stuff out of my car, and some guy on a motorcycle stops by and calls me some other name that wasn't Gina. And it's like, oh, how have you been? And listen, I'm turning around. He's looking at me. And he's like, aren't you this person from the tattoo place? And I'm looking down. My arms are exposed. And I'm like, dude, I have like 0 tattoos. I don't think I work at a tattoo place. And he's like, oh, it's not you.
Oh. But you had a tattoo on Saturday night.
Yes,
sure?
and I took it off the
Get a
same
banana.
night, though. I can't commit.
Oh,
I don't blame
One
you.
day.
I get it.
Fair.
One day.
me neither.
she's gonna get a
Well-
face tattoo one day, though.
Yeah,
No,
because
I'm
that's the one
fair.
that's the start. That's a good one to start with.
That's where you
the
start.
starting
That's where you
tattoo, the
start.
face
Off the rails.
tattoo.
If that person tattoos you, you should never go back.
We're off the rails again.
Yeah, well, we're not recording, so it's okay.
Yes, we are.
Oh, we are?
Still going. We should probably-
Yes, we
probably
are.
wrap
I'm
it
not
up,
recording.
Oh, fair enough. Well, we say goodbye now.
No.
Thank you.
Because we stopped when G.
Dawg Gus, Dawg Gus, Dawg Gus.